Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here, and welcome to this video in where we're going to get rid of a skyline. Yes, this is like the most saddening thing ever. No, seriously though, I needed to get rid of the skyline to be able to buy another car to show you as many cars as I possibly could during the Guildford event. So I sold my skyline. To do so, I had to buy another car. I bought the Volvo because it was the cheapest, or one of the cheapest. And actually, just to be clear, it does have a facelift, which adds slightly. Looking back, I didn't see anything at the time. Looking back, it does change it slightly. Looks pretty cool. So all I did is lowered the ride height, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to upgrade it. I'm gonna use this as it is because I couldn't afford the car I was gonna buy, which was the first car you saw in my videos, the Nissan GTR. I didn't have enough. I was very upset by this because I just sold my GTR, and yeah. So anyway, the plan was let's race the Volvo. So as you can imagine, the Volvo wasn't very quick, but that's fine. I mean, the AI in Need for Speed, as we already know, is kind of matched to your level. It's how Need for Speed has always been, and so I thought maybe I would be able to do pretty well. Now keep in mind, I did not tune this car whatsoever, and I decided to enter a drift event. I thought, you know what, it's going to be quite easy to go in a drift event because, I mean, you're not really racing, you don't really need speed, you just need a lot of angle and to slam the handbrake on every corner you can possibly find, or the brake and the handbrake, depends how you want to do it. I even got some assistance from the AI, hitting me and at some points making me lose points because of the hitting me. But you can see that I'm behind, right? Quite clearly you can see it was not going well. I needed a lot more power. I mean, I did at points catch up, but inevitably I didn't do well overall because there's just no power. There's no tune, there's no power. Why did I think this was a good idea? I don't know. Why didn't I buy another car? I don't know. Well, here you go, fast forward, you can see that I did my absolute best, which still turned out to be terrible, and I finished with 4th place. So how about a time trial though? Time trials, you don't have to race against anybody, and maybe they're ready for stock cars, you know, because they're sometimes quite easy in areas. So I thought, time trial, perfect, no competition. You can see if there was competition, it'd be a bit of a bloody problem, but thankfully there wasn't. It was just me and the time. Now there's one major element in Need for Speed that I kind of forgot to consider. That's the police. I ran into the police with a Volvo, and this was awful, but in a good way, because it made me realize how stupid I was being. So at first I kind of lost them because they weren't really that aggressive, because you're in a race, you're trying to go through like long roads very quickly. They're not really an issue. And also during the whole event, I didn't really go to the outlaw path because I didn't really have that much time, so that's also why they get harder as you progress. But anyway, sneaky bugger on the left, there he is. Bloody not. They're so sneaky sometimes, and it's really good. But you can like easily get away by paying the fine, for example, if you don't want to get in this pursuit. But the problem is when you're in a stock Volvo and you decide, you know what, I'm not gonna pay the fine. You instantly regret it because you're saving up for a car, and you're like, mate, like, what do I do? I'm gonna have to run, aren't I? Obviously, I don't want to lose my money. So then the cop basically brutally tried to murder my face. He got so close so many times. It's just this one cop. It got to heat level 2, and I was like, no. And as it goes, you're like, should I just pull over? But the money goes up, and you're like, I don't know what to do. It tries to make me wall ride there. This cop is just, he's not happy with me. I'm at 2,000. I'm like, right, you know what? I can't pull over now. This is too much money. Do I keep going? I have to. Almost get busted here. Like literally, if he was in the right position, he could have got me. If there was another cop, he could have got me. Swerve out the way of that car there, forcing me into the wall. I'm just basically, like, the route I'm trying to take is sometimes I'm thinking, do I go on the main road to try and pull away from him? No, because if I do, he's going to do that. So what do I do instead? I go into this, like, small road to try and get away. Look how close to getting busted I was there. So close. I'm so lucky. Here's a tip. Don't try and get away from the cops in the stock Volvo unless you want a really ridiculous challenge. At this point, 5 grand. I'm like, seriously, no chance. No chance. But he took a wrong turn, and I managed to go up this spiral road to lose him. Spiral roads are ridiculously useful when it comes to losing the cops, let me tell you that. And obviously, side roads and such as well. But we actually got away. I could not believe we actually got away in a stock Volvo. Just. So I thought, you know what? We're gonna try these events again. I've got some faith in this Volvo. So put it all the way to drift. I went lazy route and then I did some other little bits as well. I went ridiculous drift because normally I wouldn't. But because the fact it's a stock and the fact you get more points for having wider drifts, and it's easy to get wider drifts, and you get the idea. So this attempt, ridiculous angle, ridiculous wheel lock. It was so freaking awesome. I was drifting around in a stock Volvo, smashing the points, as you can see on the right there. Sometimes it didn't go too well. Sometimes it did. Sometimes people got in my way and ruined my points, but let's just ignore that. Anyway, it just worked really, really well, and I managed to dominate it. 108,000 in a stock Volvo. Yes. Now, I was kind of happy with myself, but then I thought, you know what? I need to prove that this Volvo is capable of much more. You can complete the game with this. I mean, you can't. Some races require horsepower limits, but here we go. Another drift event. Smashing the points again. Easily took it. I lost those points at the end, but I still managed to dominate this event. First place, 65,000 holla holla get dollars. So there you go. If you want to try Need for Speed with a stock Volvo, give it a go. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and peace.